Today we're having a look at this Parkside drill bit sharpener, model PBSG 92A1. It claims to sharpen wood, metal and masonry drill bits. It can be used on drills from 2.5 up to 19mm in diameter, and it has an 180 grit diamond coated sharpening stone. The sharpening angle can be adjusted from 115 to 140 degrees. It was made by OM in China. The sharpener itself is basically identical in shape, size and features to the original Drill Doctor. This is the drill alignment jig, where you set the depth and point angle. I'll show you how in a minute. The front part is where the actual sharpening takes place. It is also adjustable to set the point angle, and it's made of aluminium. By removing the transparent dust tray, we gain access to the diamond coated sharpening stone. The included wrench is used to replace the diamond wheel, assuming you can find a replacement one that doesn't cost more than the whole machine. The base has 4 rubber feet that are supposed to help with vibrations. Quite unsuccessful, as you will see in a minute. Part of the reason that it vibrates so much is that it has 14,000 RPM. On the side we see the vacuum hose adapter that has to be removed in order to use the split point part of the sharpening process. Every plastic part of this machine seems to be glass fibre reinforced, which should help with rigidity and wear resistance. The drill bit guide has a mechanism similar to drill chucks, using 6 metal jaws to hold the drill bit perfectly centred. For testing, I will use 4 brand new drill bits, 2 of them with standard point and 2 with split point. These are the drilling times for brand new drill bits in 10mm thick steel plate. As you can see, the brick did a fine job on the drill bits, none of them managing to drill a hole in steel no matter how hard I pressed. Let's see if Parkside's drill doctor manages to save them. Aligning the drill bit in the jig takes a few steps. First, you insert the bit holder into the proper angle slot, 118 degrees in this case. Then, you use the two jaws to properly align it. After that, you can adjust how deep you want the sharpening to be. And finally, you tighten the bit holder. This should have the bit perfectly aligned for a proper sharpening. One last step before starting is to also adjust the angle of the front part to 118 degrees. The black part is spring loaded and is supposed to move like that to follow the profile of the bit holder. It sure vibrates a lot, but not as much as to make it unusable. It seems to have made a decent job sharpening this standard point bit. A lot better than what I can do by hand. Let's see how it performs side by side to the same drill bit when it was brand new. Now let's try to sharpen the split point drill bits. I'm using a blue marker so we can better see what is going on. As you can see, it grinded the marker away, but there is something strange going on at the cutting edge. It seems a bit rounded. I'm going to try removing more material to see if it will fix it. It looks a bit better, but it burned the bit end quite a lot. I guess you should take cooling breaks when sharpening. To sharpen the split end, we have to remove the vacuum hose adapter and insert the bit holder aligned with the slots in the hole. It did split the point quite nicely. You could never achieve that on a bench grinder. As you can see, both the split point drill bits were a fail, while the standard 6mm bit performed as brand new and the 10mm one took about twice as long. I suspect the problem with the split point was the way the aligning jaws grab the tip. On a standard bit there is enough thickness so the jaws align properly, while on the split point the drill actually gets rotated because of the relief cuts. I will try adjusting it manually and resharpen it to see if it can be fixed. As you can see, now it cuts too aggressively. As a conclusion, it seems to do a great job on standard point bits. A not so great job on split point bits, and it has no way to sharpen wood drill bits, despite what it says on the package. So I'll probably end up returning it, since I can sharpen standard drill bits by hand without all the setting up required by this jig. But for someone without experience or a bench grinder, this could be a useful machine, especially since it is so cheap compared to the original.